Konnichiwa Nakama, I'm your host Locum23. You're joining me for Choices, the Stories You Play weekly recap. Let's go ahead and dive straight in. First things first, Crown of the Flame! I really will miss this book. It has been a pleasure doing it. I'm glad to soon be doing a Diamond Editions, because I will really miss it. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of like Game of the Thrones, but then it quickly went past Game of the Thrones, kind of being side-by-side comparison, and became its own thing, and had a great and happy ending at the end. I wish the last chapter of it wouldn't have had any diamond options in it. It kind of a give back to those who are loyal, especially to the book, because there for a while it got down to the lowest watched, lowest done book. And I'm glad I stuck with it. I'm glad I saw the potential in it, and I'm glad that Pixelberry was open to criticism and suggestions and things like that. Also, yay for Dom and Kenna. That's how I ended my book in at least this playthrough. When I do the Diamond Editions, I plan on doing the ones where you can pick each and every one of them to be a lover. I'm not going to go through and do every single one. I'm not going to go through and make a whole Dom love thing. I'm not going to go through and do a whole... because you can choose, and it's not really a set thing until the very end. So you can open up your quote-unquote bed to anybody. So I'm glad I did Dom and Kenna throughout the whole normal playthrough. I'll probably do Dom and Kenna throughout the normal playthrough, but then I will open myself up. You know, be a little floozy, I guess you could call it. I'm a little sad because, you know, being able to visit him in the spiritual plane was a diamond option. Being able to say goodbye to others, such as Leon, was a diamond option. That really sucked, especially in a closing for a book such as that. But I digress. Next is Sophomore. Yay, I love it. Being able to move into Vasquez's house. Lo and behold, I did not even know he had a house. I thought either he lived in an apartment or lived somewhere. I don't know, but apparently it was Enrique Vasquez's house, the one he grew up in, or one Gabriella grew up in. So it was awesome to know. Besides the fact, here in a minute I'm gonna kill this dog. Did I successfully kill him? I do hope so. So, the spare rooms. Will Becca come? Will Tyler and Abby break up, or will they just move in? Maybe they want to live with us, have the old band back together, or will it be someone else? Maybe it'll be the intern or whoever is going to be the editor that James got. I forget her name off the top of my head. She wasn't that memorable of a character. Very shy, very awkward, but, you know, I guess we'll see. Maybe she needs a place to stay. Becca being outvoted. Wow. I kind of saw that coming. Becca has been out there floating in left field for a while now, trying to find her place. Congrats to Madison, however. The Kappa house is technically better off. Or so we hope. Or so we think. Will it be in disarray? Will Madison need Becca's help? Part of going to a house on a dorm is there's always a hazing or a period that I don't think Madison's going to be cut for. Because she said, everybody's my friend, and no one's my enemy, and no one's gonna get cut. It's, hey, let's have everybody move in. I mean, my god, it's gonna be horrible. At least we hope or see, or I don't know. Will Becca, like I said, be one who moves in? Because she has now, well, she can still technically be part of the sorority. She's only been voted out of, like, being the president of it. Will Madison call on her to be, like, lieutenant? Will she just be someone who lives there? We'll find out. Perhaps I might, like I said, the new girl might stay. Who knows? I'm kind of glad to see Zig in football. It is also a way to let out his physical frustrations, which, as we have undoubtedly seen, he does have. I'm kind of glad to see that. However, I feel like, with the teaser that Pixelberry gave us a couple days ago, it seems like he's gonna kind of be this grrr type of person on the football team. Hopefully not too obnoxious. I'm so tired of obnoxious people this week. Holy shit! Moving on to rules of engagement. God damn it, Violet! Really? So you take a child, right? An innocent child that has nothing to do with you, that has... This crossed a line for me? Oh, did this cross a line for me? I didn't make it a visually or even audioly known to me, but it just really triggered me. To have her sabotage a kid and have them go missing to screw over your family member. Really? There's no recourse for that? Like, holy shit, Pixelberry, you are making some dumbass decisions, because it's also teaching people that there's no recourse for things like this, and just to accept it. Just accept it. Hey, she made a child go missing because she told the child that it was a gingerbread house, and the child went and yes, it was technically your responsibility, but still, to make someone despair, no, leave the children out of it. Leave the children out of it, I'm telling you right now. Diamond choices for who to spend time with as Jess. Ugh. I did not know Mira, I believe was pronounced correct name. I'm thinking Moira? Mira? I don't know. I would be cool if it was Moira, wouldn't it? Just for a moment. Let's just erase her name for a moment. Moira. I could do a kind of Moira accent. It'd be kind of cool. Because I remember on Star Trek The Next Generation, there was a Moira that Picard was falling for. She was a fantastic lass. And he was really falling for her because she had that authority. And most of the women in Star Trek didn't have much of a her. They were normal, but they didn't have much of authority. And when you saw a woman with authority, it was like, oh my God, Jesus, I want her. Oh, God. And so that was Picard's downfall, was her. And then she went off and did her own. She was kind of a floozy too, but back in Star Trek, it was not an insult for people to go and be with other mates until you settle down, because everyone was more open-minded. I guess you could say open relationships, which you're gonna see that more and more. Think about it. You're gonna see that more and more. Moving on, let's not escape choices, but I wouldn't mind seeing them. I'm an open-minded person. I've pretty much told whoever I'm dating in the past. Not dating anyone currently, because I can't find anyone, but at least worthy of me. I don't want someone who's an idiot. I don't want someone who has some intelligence and also doesn't cheat. But I've always told my mates, you know, if you are compelled to see someone outside the relationship, let me know. I can make it an open relationship then to allow you and not have to worry about you cheating, because you're letting me know. It's complicated, but then it's not. I've seen really open relationships successfully, more so than polymonogamous, to where there's only one mate. I digress, moving on. So the child's coming. That's awesome. At first I thought she was faking us again. And you can tell Elena's family is like, "Argh." Like, we can have a sense of humor one moment, and then the next it's like, "Argh, I will kill you." Don't even try a joke. It's like there is no gray area. Will Suki find out once she has the child, when she finds out that we're trying to find? Will she find the stuff that we're looking for? Maybe she hasn't. Maybe she has some pictures of her own. Maybe she has some video of her own. You don't know. So yeah. Jess will keep coming. But, maybe, or not Jess, Violet. But maybe Chaz will change her. I really hope so. I don't understand why we keep having to hold out hope for this asshole. I'll never know, but we keep trying to compel her to change her ways, and yet she's still being a bitch. And also, so they were like, we'll get Suki there to the hospital in time at the end of this. If she doesn't get there in time, okay, BFD. Like, I get it, you want to have the kid at the hospital, but, okay. If she doesn't get, you know, there could be a traffic jam, or car breaks down, or whatnot. Like, is it gonna be blocked by diamond options, where we have the kid in the car versus the hospital? BFD! You know? Moving on next to Hero. Finally the origin story comes fourfold. And people thought the lead gunman was hot. In your face. So we already know, already 2 people from the get-go, from your origin story, how know your identity. This was awesome, and yet so stupid in so many ways. I really like, Batman, because only Alfred knows his identity. Yes, eventually over time, you know, like Robin will come to learn his identity, or other people, very, very loosely, you know, he might be the Batman, or is the Batman. But still, it's one of the reasons I like Batman is there's hardly anybody, and there's people that are very trusted. I don't have a feeling for Dax. I don't know who Dax is. I don't know who Poppy is. They could be they're just roommates right now. They could sell me out. They could be supervillains in the future. You never know. If anything has taught me on Flash, do not trust everyone. Arrow, same way. Still wondering who the female love interest is. Really, I mean, if you look at it from if you made a super, or a female, oh, you've already got 2 love interests, that's fantastic. But clearly, if you made a male hero, such as myself, there's no female love interest yet. Poppy is Dax's. You have no love interest, okay? And, well, I mean, you do if you swing that way, Grayson. But, come on. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm ever going to, unless the fans really want me to swing that way for Grayson in a future Time edition. I don't think I will. Sorry, I'm a straight guy. So, main villain has super strength, he feels no pain, and something tells me he has beams comes out of his eyes. That's what I'm sensing from this superhuman that has turned into like a golem. That's what, so far. So, I'm assuming that we, since the robberies will, I'm sure, keep going, our superhero, who we are, will try and stop him, and you stopped me once before, Superboy, or girl, you know? So something tells me that'll be kind of our first enemy/nemesis. On the love hacks, I really love the paintball gun game. That was awesome. That was awesome. The Call of Duty jib was fantastic too. I love that because I hate Call of Duty. No offense to any Call of Duty players out there, but come on, man. Some of that community is toxic as all hell. People also keep assuming things about people, such as Q. And hopefully people watching, let alone the people in the book, learn their lesson and use it wisely. Do not judge, do not assume someone by the cover. Actually try to get to know them. Oh my god. I don't know, because of just the Replica AI app, just this week people were like, I assumed you were... And it's like, yeah, you assumed. Ah, see, you have learned a lesson. With that being said, yeah, learn your lesson. Never assume. Get to know somebody. And not every homeless person is a person who's a drug addict. Not every homeless person is a person that is a alcoholic. I was a person who was once out on the street. I was neither. I was a person who was down on the luck who had a really shitty family, and still do. Next, Brooke breaks friendships with all of them over Kyo that easily. Wow. I know she's a blonde. I know she's kind of a ditz, which is not stereotypical of all blondes, just before you start assuming that, but... Really? Ugh. You break a friendship that easily. At least have some reason, you know. I recently broke a friendship myself twice with the same guy, because him and another guy got drunk, they got into drugs, they got really obnoxious. Even my other friends would refuse to hang around them. They avoided them so they would not lessen the friendship. I, unfortunately, was the begrudging one who actually did hang around them, and then I regret it because I'm like, holy shit, you were obnoxious, and I don't want to be friends with you because of that. And then I was also going through a lot of shit this past week because of Chester Bennington and my own very deep, dark of depression and my own things that I've gone through since I was but a baby. You know, when you're 5 or 6 years old, you're but a kid, right? You're but a baby. I mean, you just got done being a baby. When you've gone through depression 95% of your life, and you've gone through a lot of shit, there's times when you don't want to be screwed with, and when you're screwed with, you're gonna blow people off. You're gonna tell them to, F off. So, yeah. I'm assuming the fix that they'll have to, which is so goddamn stupid, you have to earn your friendship back because you were worried about your friend marrying some guy who may be a killer, a drug dealer, a criminal, a mastermind, an underling, whatever. You were worried about him, and you confronted them in front of the person while they push that envelope. Like I said, don't assume a book by its cover. You should have confronted him, maybe. She said, yo, Keo, what's up with the name? I'm worried if, you know, my friend Brooke over here and I want her to marry some dumbass. You tell me right now or I'm going to Brooke about this. That would have been cool. I think Keo would have respected you because you're coming out to him. You know, me as a guy, if I had a female friend who was marrying you and you seem shady, I'm going to come out to you. I'm going to get in your face and I'm going to tell you, yo, shit don't seem right with you. I want to know right now. Or I will pulverize you if you hurt her. But I digress. Getting married after a couple weeks. Ugh, God, how many times do I have to tell you this? But like I said, something tells me they'll get, because the Keo issue he didn't fix about the wedding planner with the Russian guy, you'll either hook back up with the Russian guy and be like, yo, I need to do this for my friend, blah, 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 or you'll fix it yourselves. That'll some way you'll rekindle your friendship, which is so goddamn stupid, like I said. It's so stupid. The whole eloping in Vegas is just stupid to me. In the summer, while I love puzzles, holy shit, 3+ times for just my go. And after the third time, and I'm like, son of a monkey. Actually, was it 3 times or 4 times? I forget. I know it was at least 3. And giving no clues. Giving no clues to what anything, at least with the past puzzle, they gave a clue. You know, remember the highlighting of the things, and they're like, oh, cool. It was, you know, you were getting clues as you were going, and you were discovering the chat boxes. Time travel was a thing. And it was trial and error. This, honestly, some people were up to 6+ times trying to get this, and they were getting frustrated. They were quitting. I do not blame them. You could go up to 9+ times doing all this to finally get it. Keep that in mind. So imagine how much time people wasted having to go through the repetition of all the conversation again. They should have just boom, boom, boom. Take out the conversation, take out the chunks. I want the meat and potatoes. Just let me figure out, just doon. Okay? The first puzzle, fantastic. This one, annoying as all hell. The old shaman, Squall, right, I believe, reminds me of Deckard came from Diablo. Is there any Diablo fans in the comment section below? Let me know. Nephilim. Awesome. I really wish they'd release him as a hero or something for Heroes of the Storm since I play that. I've wanted that since day 1 of Heroes coming out. Quinn dying. Oh. So she's came out. She tells us what's going on. Really saddening to hear. Will Rourke, I've been saying this now 2 recaps in a row. Does Rourke have the cure and will he hang it over her head for that one idol? Or, because the shaman knew, the shaman sensed it in her, and he's like, you have something growing root in you, setting a seed in you. Okay, old man, do you know how to fix it? Do you have anything that might make her feel better? At least make the symptoms go away, at the very least. You know, who wants to die in agony and pain and all that? Do you have something to help her? I guess we'll find out. I wonder if going back in time would help her regress the condition, too. Because eventually we are going to have to regress in time, go back to normal, I'm assuming, when all this ends. Unless we make peace with the blue people and live with them and accept the fact we destroyed Earth? Or at least the Earth we know? Or knew? Something also tells me that mansion was Rourke's mansion. Something tells me he will be visiting that very soon. And that may also be where he makes the deal for you. The female pirate was spoken of in, I believe, book 1. Well, I'm assuming this pirate that rolled up on her shit in one of those boats and looked awesome doing it. Is that her? I hope so, for the legends are true. For she shall be our savior. And who was the name she mentioned at the end? Will it be the leader of the group? Will it be... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's looking for Rourke. He's over on the other island. You should take us over there. We know right where he is. Also, how does the island they're on not have the same type of trees? They're not that far. And it's a tree that has a certain sap, which... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just sounds so stupid to me. So it has a sap in the tree that makes the piranhas not want to eat the trees, but they'll follow the trees nonetheless, hoping you what? Drop some food out of the tree, or you know, the wood? Are they hoping someone, will do something really stupid while gliding across the water on the tree? I mean, what? I don't know. I just think, has no one tried it? I mean, just send a log out into the water and just watch and see if it gets eaten. If it doesn't get eaten, tree that doesn't get eaten! And finally, rules of royal romance. Rules of engagement, clone 2.0. Can we stop the treating Maxwell like shit? Can we start that as a hashtag moment? Like, hashtag stop treating Maxwell like shit movement against Pixelberry. I feel so bad for this guy. He gets treated like shit so much. And I also wonder what Drake found out about Maxwell and such. We found out that, yes, they're in debt. Yes, Maxwell has kind of spent the money to do things, like a jet ski, which all the other rich people are doing, so why not? Beaumont. Or may I say Bertrand. So, I mean, why are we giving him some shit if you guys are supposed to be rich too? That jet ski did not break you financially. It was a lot of shit before that. It was pleasant to see the prince come by. That was fantastic. However, the diamond choices, damn it! And really, Liam acted really surprised that they didn't have staff. And then we kind of covered it up when we went, I mean, we helped the staff. We preparing for the queen and queen. Oh yeah, it's a big deal. Oh yeah. How are you surprised, Liam? She worked as a waitress. Like, how are you surprised? I hate to tell you this. Some of the best leaders in the world have got down. Everybody was shocked. Remember a couple years ago when we got the new pope? Everyone was shocked because he went out and he washed the homeless people's, not just the males' feet, but the females'. Oh, it's shocking. The Catholic Church. What? The Pope? What? How dare he? And it's like, homeless is homeless, dog. Like, I hate to break this to you. He was making a very PC moment for everybody to realize that women, they bust their ass too, and they're homeless too. Yeah, you see a lot less women homeless than you see men, but they're homeless too. And I know it's shocking. I know it's really shocking, but either way, women are... Without women, there would be none of us. Keep that in mind. Women birth us. Just, I don't know what else to say about them. So. But, acting surprise. Damn it, Leon! Liam Neeson, I have a particular set of skills. But I digress. So the party will be happening. I wonder what Olivia will do. She'll probably dig up some dirt, or Madeline will make some fun of us, or maybe the whole shocking Tarek thing will come out, which is not really shocking. It's stupid, and really someone set this up, and Drake will just rush it and be like, so Liam, I'm gonna have to tell you the truth about this, bro. Someone set her up. And someone told her, Tarek, it was, his room, and someone told Tarek about these feelings and all this bullshit, and then Liam's gonna have to seriously question the situation and be like, so either Olivia or Madeline set you up, and okay, you're not really queenly type. Oh shit. Just for a moment, let's assume the queen did this, because she has to think in the best interest of her son. Oh. As soon as I mention queen, I'm sitting going, The queen has given us several pointers, and she may have wanted to see what kind of woman we are. Ah! Yes! It's all coming to fruition now. So, damn! Maybe Olivia and Madeline maybe have nothing to do with it. Maybe the queen set us up. Just to see what kind of woman we are. Huh! Huh. Damn. And then we didn't do anything with Drake either. So damn! Your queenliness! You have failed twice now to sabotage us. Have we proven ourselves that we are worthy for your son? Even though we are a waitress? And that might be something pissing you off too? Or did maybe the king do it? Ooh, what a tangled web we weave when we aim to deceive. Ah. But I digress. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like and share. Also, feel free to let me know in the comment section below whether you did or didn't. If you didn't enjoy the video, let me know why. If you did, awesome. Also, feel free to head down the description down below where you can follow me on social media if you want to contact me there as well. Also, if you want to at all support me and my content, which would be greatly appreciated, just for the low cost of a cup of coffee, because I thrive on coffee. Without it, I do not do choices. I don't do choices very well. How about that? And otherwise, I hope you all did enjoy the Diamond Editions also on the channel. There are 4 Freshmen in the past 24 hours that I've done. Hopefully you all enjoyed those. We're almost through Freshman Book 2 Diamond Edition. I wanted to get the Endless Summer started, I wanted to get Crown of the Flame started, and I even wanted to get Rules of Engagement Book 1 started, so we've got so much done. What I was thinking of, well, I guess it is choices related. In a choices related thing, I was thinking of maybe doing 1 to 2 of, like, Freshman, then Crown, then the next day doing, like, Love Hacks, Rules, and these doing Diamond Editions. So we could really divvy them out, you know? And really get them out there, and kind of, like, do what Pixelberry does every week. Release, you know, anywhere from 6 to 8 new chapters for all different books, and really, you know, diversify. That'll also give me a chance to not be entirely diamond locked, or not diamond locked, to be key locked. There's also some other content that I wanted to do. There are so many apps I wanted to get out there. There's also some PC games that are visual stories that just released too I wanted to do, that I teased on my channel, and I finally will announce here on my channel right here and now. If you've stayed to the end, there's a fantastic app called The Letter. It is a visual novel, which you can feel free to check out on Steam. Just literally look up the Letter visual novel, or The Letter in the Steam search. Fantastic visual novel that just came out. It's about $15 to $20. You can either do voice acting, where there are several people, such as YouTubers, such as myself, who did voice acting for the game, and that was the big secret I was holding back until the release of the app. Or you can do it where it'll be silent and you can just read it for yourself like you would on choices. However, I will probably go through there with voice acting enabled on there, and really get to sit back with all of you and get to enjoy other people such as myself doing voice acting in a professional setting, and getting to do some of that cool shit. I believe 2 of the other people that did voice acting for it are from Team 4-Star. One was a female actress that is starting to broaden her horizons with them, and another one I think was Nick or Lanny. I'm gonna have to check on that. I forget which one did it. I know it was the female. I forget her name. Damn it. Anyway. Also, feel free to check that out. There's also some other visual novels I want. There's so much shit. There's not enough time. So, like I said, supporting me and my content helps me get more time to do this shit. So, yeah, without further ado, like I said, I hope you all did enjoy. Until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.